I always looked to my mother greatly for her kind, loving nature and her strength, braveness and inspirational power to fight the conditions she had to live with. I wanted to capture not only this, but her daily routines and our lives as a family. I joined our memories with the collaboration of notes I had always known my mum to write around our home, as well as letters I would write to my mum when I was a child, whenever she was ill from her AVM.
Photographer Kerri Hill had a very close bond with her mother Julie, who had arteriovenous malformation, or AVM, a condition that affected her brain. Her mum's illness had been a big part of Kerri's life since the age of 7. So much so, she used it as the central theme for her university photography project.
My mum was only 47 when she died. I mean, that's just no age at all. I'd just turned 21. It was a brain hemorrhage. She just sort of slowly lost consciousness. We were sat in the hospital and they just said, you know, she's had a terrible bleed. There's nothing we can do. And yeah, it was a crazy night. It was just surreal. It felt so slow, yet it felt so quick. It's horrible. When I started the project, and even when I handed it in, we had no idea that Mum was going to pass away, which was only 2 months after the completion of the project. So, you know, I wasn't approaching it in that way at all. It was just, I wanted to just document her illness. When it's a picture of yourself, you don't see what other people see. And she would get embarrassed, but then some of them she'd be like, what do you photograph that for, sort of thing. And little things like she had pointy out ear and she'd go, oh, you can see my ear in that. So she'd be, you know, she was a very funny character. She was always very superstitious, so she didn't want to say things out loud, so she'd often write them down instead. And I remember there was this one time she decided to make dumplings. And she said to me, she goes, if anything should ever happen to me, you've got to follow this recipe to make dumplings. You have to do it this way. And in the book, I've got this recipe of the dumplings. She'd get really tired and she'd often fall asleep in her chair. And I didn't want to invade her privacy at all. So I stepped back in the other room and just took a simple portrait of her asleep in her chair, and she just looked so peaceful. My mum had an operation for her AVM, and the night before me and my dad took her in, sort of to get her settled and things, and I was photographing her. And there was this one picture which, I mean, I call it a happy accident because it wasn't, you know, she just stopped and she looked at me, and she's just got this straight face, but I just see so much in that picture. I see braveness, nerves, but also I see her love towards me. I can see it all in her face from this one picture.
The book that Kerri did about her mum, because she started it before Julie passed away, we were all kind of involved in as much as Kerri was just taking photos as the days were, you know, were going by. But of course, when Julie passed away, the book became much more.
I imagined it to be a book. I never thought I'd actually get it printed or published, so I did a little sort of proto kind of book to hand in. So she saw that, so I kept like the front cover how I'd done it for that. So I wanted to keep it how she'd seen it. So I feel lucky that in a way she has seen the book.
Initially, picking it up was very hard, but after a period of time, you can just pick it up, open a page. It doesn't matter where you open it, and there's something there that's nice. Some are sort of reminded of the harder times. It just enhances those memories that you've got.
So many people have said they don't have those kind of photographs which are every day, those little things that you when you look back after you've lost someone, you really sort of think, oh, I wish, you know, she was still doing that now. because everyone photographs occasions where they're smiling, which aren't necessarily real smiles, but these pictures are true to life. Yeah, I just feel so lucky. I'll just find myself quiet moments, sort of looking through it and just looking at her handwriting. I loved her handwriting. Yeah, it's definitely a comfort, definitely.
The book is a great way of being able to put the pictures back there that you think you've got. Sometimes start thinking, am I remembering it right? Is this right? And you're always scared that it's going to fade, and you can open the book and it's all there.
I thought, yeah, I could really do something with this book, and I wanted to see if I could help others. So I decided to contact a charity, Epilepsy Action, which my mum used to donate to, and she used to get their magazines every month because it connected to her, and she read other people's stories and really got comfort from that. So I thought, if I could do the same with her story, I think she might be a bit embarrassed, but she'd be happy to know that she was helping others like she was from those articles. I just feel so lucky that I have that project because they're my last memories of my mum.